We all didn't. Muscle car fans, well, younger American muscle car fans, all cars will go electric in 10 years. SUV will be 70% over all cars productions, and the worst cases are Mustangs go SUV, Camaro is dead, and now a SRT team disbanded by Stellantis. So basically, no more V8 muscle cars will be produced for us, and this is the end of muscle car era 2.0. So here I made this series only to escape from the sad reality, where I will redesign and bring the muscle cars back to its glory. Welcome to Fastlane City. Hello guys, welcome to first episode of the Fastlane City with me, Ad53, and today we're going to make, yes, the Pontiac GTO. We're going to bring back the GTO into the 2021 version. But as all we know, the Pontiac brand is defunct in 2010, so it would be impossible to bring back the GTO. But just like the Hummer got revived by the GMC, I think the Pontiac could get the same help from the GM company. Some other car brands from GM revive the Pontiac back to life. Well, that's a possibility. Then you might think it could be Holden's, just like the previous GTO, but the Holden is sadly defunct in 2020, so we can't use Holden. And you might say, Chevy of course, with the Camaro. We could use the Camaro as the base for the new GTO. But the Camaro actually has been converted into a GTO before, made by the Trans Am Worldwide. And they did serious cool reimagining concepts of old muscle cars with the Camaro platforms. However, I'm not looking for a random what kind of car designs, but I want to make a car that look like it came out from the factory. I want this GTO to be a continuation, an evolution from the 2004 GTO. So, what's GM have after Chevrolet? There's American brands as well. Yes, you guessed it right. It is the Buick. Well, Buick doesn't have a very interesting car in their lineups. They mostly do SUVs and sedans that didn't really excite younger people. But I think if Buick wants to, do something exciting, they could do that. They have the Buick Riviera concept, and they did a lot of really cool concept cars, but they just never make it happen. So I think for this Pontiac GTO, we could take a chassis from the Buick Regal GS. Yes, this is a 4-door sedan, and yeah, from a short perspective, this car looks like just an ordinary sedan. But if we do our magic, this could be a quite interesting car actually. And I think we could work with this. So what I'm gonna do is, of course, I'm gonna make it 2-door. And make the rear pillar behind the door looks like a Pontiac GTO from 1969. And the best next thing that the GTO should have is of course the hood tachometer. Man, this is probably the coolest feature I ever seen in the car. And of course a split grille for the Pontiac iconic design. But it kind of looks like a BMW if the grille is kind of pretty big. But we can work that out. It does kind of looks like a BMW though. But yeah, let's continue. And alright, the GTO is a muscle car, so it needs a bigger hood to acquire that big V8 as well. So I'm gonna push the cockpit further back and make the hood a lot more larger than it should. And give it a little small nice spoiler. And on the hood we're gonna make a ram air hood just like in the original Pontiac. And I want to do the decals from the 1969 GTO. I think that decals is just very iconic for a GTO. And I think a GTO should have that decals. It does look like a Pontiac right now. Feels so much GTO. And I want to connect the headlights with the grille, so it looks like the Pontiac GTO from 1968-69, but just giving it black accents between the headlights and the grille. And of course we're gonna put some better wheels, and I think the best wheels that we could take from GM is from the Chevrolet Camaro. I really hate small tires, truly. It's just gonna destroy the whole proportion of the car. You know, good wheels are just like, you know, shoes. Will make your overall looks pretty cool. And one for the back. And the shadow underneath. Alright. Well, I guess that's about it, guys. Alright, this is the Pontiac GTO that I have in mind, where I think Buick is a perfect platform for the GTO. I think the Buick Regal will be the great base for it, and here it is, the Pontiac GTO 2021. And also for fun, I did something with the GTO as well. You know, if this is a muscle car, so it gotta have a drag specific spec, just like Chevrolet with the Copo Camaro, the Mustang Cobra Jet, and Dodge Dragback. Well, I think if the GTO have a drag specific spec, it's gonna be called the Judge. Yeah, it's supposed to be called the judge. Man, that would be really badass. Well, that's it for this episode. This is the Pontiac GTO that I came up with. Everyone have their own opinion. Well, just let me know what you think in the comments. I would love to hear those. I would love to hear what you think about this. And I appreciate you all watching, and I'll see you in another episode. I'll see you later.